How was your weekend?
I go to Viña del Mar.
You went to Viña? Okay, nice.
Yeah, it's a lot of people.
There was a lot of people.
Yeah.
And what about the weather? What was the weather like?
Like Viña. Morning, cool, and then warm.
Viña is, I mean, I don't know, early in the morning and early in the evening at night is very cold, I think.
Yeah. Yes.
Very humid. Yeah. Yeah. It's okay, but anyway, you could see, you would watch the sea. That is important.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. I need a few days.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to get out of Santiago.
Yeah. And what about the trip? I mean, did you go by car?
Yes, I.
What about the highway?
Yeah, when we return, yeah, more cars than the video, but was faster.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm always, I mean, well, I hate driving actually. I think one of the activities I hate is driving in the first place. Second is ironing. That is another one.
I guess depends. I live in Puerto Varas, and a few times I need to drive 12 hours.
To Santiago. Oh,
Yeah.
alone.
I guess 3 hours is something that I can take. Like, yeah, I can do that. But more than that, it's like.
But when you traveled from Puerto Varas, did you? I mean, did you come alone?
No, with my boyfriend. But
okay, but I mean, you drove.
Yes.
I mean, you changed
Yeah.
turns. I know that's a long way.
Yeah, because sometimes you take some stop to drink something, go to the bathroom, and stuff like that. It's like, and it's like, okay, 12 hours. Now are more hours and more hours.
You know, I haven't been to the South for many years. I think the last time I went there was in 1991. After I mean, before that, I used to go there almost every summer. And then that was, I think, 1991, 1992, I can't remember, but it was one of those years. And I've never returned, and I like it a lot.
Yeah.
And now I am, well, I'm afraid of driving or travel. I mean, I think I would go by plane.
Yeah, it's only less than 2 hours.
Yeah.
And too many flights in the day.
Yeah, I think so. And it's cheap.
Yeah.
Cheaper than if you go by car, I think. I mean.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Absolutely more.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Are you from Puerto Varas originally?
No, I'm here from Santiago, but my boyfriend is from,
Puerto
I mean, he's from Rio Negro, close to Osorno.
Yeah.
And we met here in Santiago, and then we go to Puerto Varas.
And do you, I mean, have you visited that area near Osorno and all that?
Yeah, Osorno, Temuco, Chiloé.
Because I used to go to La Unión, where I had a friend, and that friend and her family had a house in a place, I mean, by the sea, that is a beautiful place. That is called Huaycoya, by the sea, no? Well, the trip is not that nice because it is, I don't know, I think it's 90 kilometers from La Unión, but it takes you about, I remember it was about 9 hours along the river. Yeah, but the place is wonderful. I mean, it's La Costa Valdiviana, that is beautiful.
Yeah, there's a lot of small cities. Then we don't know exist, but they're so beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember that place. I mean, we went there and we stayed there for a month, but you had to take everything. I mean, from the gas to salt, everything. The only thing that you could get there was fish. So
Yeah.
all the rest.
Yeah, my
Okay.
parents love come to see me in Puerto Varas because they are
Yes.
like tourists. Yeah.
Yes. But they live in Santiago.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't been to Puerto Varas for 30 years. I mean,
And thanks a lot. I mean, I go to the south. Yeah, like when I was 5, something like that, with my parents, obviously. And now my parents say there's a lot of change.
I think so. There
Puerto
are many people
Montt.
now.
Yeah, a lot of people.
Buildings. That is something that I have seen on
Buildings.
TV, and it's amazing. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't
Right
know
now
how
there's a
to
lot of
get.
buildings.
Yeah.
And a lot of all the place between, for example, Puerto Varas and Yanquihue, or Puerto Varas and Puerto Montt, there's a lot of parcelas,
Farms,
farms. Yeah.
small farms. Yeah. That is what I think. I mean, according to what I can watch on TV, but many people, many buildings. To me, that is,
Yeah.
I mean, unbelievable.
They try to use this look like German style, but they're buildings anyway.
They are buildings, yes. Well, and when they built this mall in Chiloé, to me that was, oh, well, I think that people from Chiloé need it anyway.
Yeah.
But it's awful, I think. The building is.
In Puerto Varas, there's a little small, little
Mall?
mall. Yeah. But they try to look like like the style of Puerto Varas.
Okay. Trying to look, yeah, German style,
Yeah.
more or less. What time is it? 9:03, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Let's see, you are supposed to be on holidays this week.
Yeah.
But English is not on holidays. English and all the other subjects. Do you hello, Tracy.
Hi.
Hello. Have you had other classes?
No.
No?
No, only English.
But
because
I mean, sorry, but all the rest of your classes, do you begin to?
No, we end them. We end them the last week, and this week we take
recess.
No, Ramos, toma de Ramos.
Subject. So you have a completely different schedule.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay. So the only subject you have from agriculture is this one. Okay, now I understand. Okay. No, in the first week of November is recess for the Faculty of Agriculture. And you're going to finish this subject by the last week, if not wrong, the last week of November or the first week of December, something like that. And when are you supposed to finish the term in your faculty?
Middle of December. 17.
Yeah. So how do you divide the semester in because now you finished the first semester?
No. We are by trimester.
Okay. Yeah, you work in yeah, I understand. Who is Santi? Ah, Covadonga, I think. No?
Hello.
Hello, yeah, Covadonga. Are you Santi?
Okay.
I can't hear you, Covadonga. I don't know. Covadonga? Hello.
Hello.
Yeah,
Yes.
Covadonga. Are you Santi?
No, yes, yes. But my computer doesn't work, so I'm using a old computer, but I can turn on the camera and I can put the phones.
I can hear you from a distance.
A ver. Now, better?
No, the same. I mean, I can hear you, but from a distance.
Okay. Anyway, I can do nothing.
Your microphone, probably?
Maybe no. No, the microphone's okay.
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 Okay, let's see if you can hear us well. Well, today the plan for today is the following. First of all, something I promised you last class, that is how to use the word there. Remember I told you about it? How to use the word there, because people that speak Spanish and other Latin languages tend to overuse this word. So I uploaded a video where you can watch that. Let me share the screen. Oh my, yeah, awful. Okay, let's go to your cursos, please. Your cursos, oh my goodness, okay. Enlaces. The definite article, that's the name of the. Well, this is some material where I will ask you first. Okay, we're going to watch a video first, okay? Where you will see the use or how to use this article in a context, okay? So please let's watch it.
How's the birthday boy?
Fine, it's awesome. Even the weather is good.
So why are you in Switzerland? I thought your mum was taking you to the Italian lakes.
When we landed at the airport the day before yesterday, the friend of hers who's looking after us suggested a few days in the mountains, here in Switzerland. He's showing us the different regions and teaching us about the food before visiting Como and Milan. He's a brilliant chef, by the way.
So, what's your schedule?
Well, the plan is 4 days here in Switzerland, this is the third day, and then 4 days in Italy.
Ah, okay. And is the internet connection good?
This is Switzerland, sis. Everything is good. The Swiss seem incredibly organised, and the technology here is first class. The only problem is we'll be moving around a lot, a different place every day. But I'll try to connect from the hotel every evening.
Cool.
Anyway, tell us stuff. Have you had any birthday presents? Are you having fun?
Presents? Yes. My sister there hid a little parcel in my suitcase, so when I was unpacking the case, I had a really cool surprise.
Have you opened the parcel? What was in it?
A special cheese knife. I'm glad you didn't put it in the bag I took as hand luggage, Daisy.
I'm not totally stupid.
Anyway, it's the perfect present for Switzerland. The cheese here is amazing. Oh, and I've learnt to make raclette, one of the most popular cheese dishes. We can try it when I get home.
You're not bringing cheese home on the plane, are you? The smell will be terrible.
No, don't worry. But I'll bring some chocolate. The chocolate here is the best in the world, or so they say.
No watches? The Swiss watch is an amazing piece of engineering.
But the prices are amazing too. What else? Oh, the scenery is incredible. The Alps are so dramatic. They're like the poster you've got in your room, Daisy.
The poster of the Himalayas next to the window.
Okay, similar. The highest mountains in Europe are in the Alps. We were near Mont Blanc yesterday. That's the highest in Europe. Oh, and we saw some of the United Nations buildings in Geneva. They're very impressive. And the International Red Cross headquarters is in Geneva too. I really like the building. It's very elegant and different. Not a typical office building at all.
So what about Italy? What are you going to see there?
Well, we're starting in Como in the north. I think Mum is hoping to see George Clooney at the bus stop.
Oi!
He's got a house near Como, and there's a funicular railway, so we'll take the funicular to the top to a restaurant where the views are amazing. And I want to try the ice cream, of course. And then Milan, the Duomo, the cathedral there, the clothes shops, hey Daisy, and Mum wants to take me to see the Last Supper.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. I know that painting. Da Vinci. Really famous.
That's the one. And she wants to go to the opera too, the Scala.
You're going to the opera?
Well, I'd rather go to the football, but hey. And of course, we're going to try the food, the pasta, the pizzas, the meat.
I envy you, mate.
Hey, do you want to talk to Mum? She's here.
Yeah, sure. Hey, it's really good to hear you. I'm glad you're having a fantastic time. And happy birthday.
Okay, well, in this video, you could see that many words, including the word the, were written in red letters, okay? Did anything call your attention in the video? No? Well, here you have a detailed explanation of what, I mean, how to use the word the, okay? Okay, the first guideline here is we use the definite article before a singular or plural noun. I mean, you can say the friend, or you can say the prices, yeah? We use the to show people that they know or they will soon know what we are talking about. Let's see the examples. Of course, the definite article can refer backwards in a conversation or text to something already mentioned. Example, my sister there hid a little parcel in my suitcase, so when I was unpacking the case, I had a really cool surprise. Yeah, here we have the word the before the word case because it was already mentioned, so you are referring to something you already mentioned. It can also refer forwards to something which is going to be mentioned or explained. Could you bring me the knife which you gave me. So the knife, because you're going to say which knife you're talking about. Yeah. The friend of hers who is looking after us, you know. So it's not any friend, it's a specific friend. Which friend? The one who is looking after us. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. If you don't, please stop me and ask me. Okay. Does the always refer backwards or forwards? No. It can also refer to shared knowledge or general knowledge, both the listener and the speaker, or the writer and the reader know what is being referred to. But I'll try to connect from the hotel every evening. You know, we know what hotel you're talking about. I think mom is hoping to see George Clooney at the bus stop. Okay, I understand those rules, but I've seen lists of different uses of them. All right. I can give more specific examples, but they fit into the 3 areas I've given you. We use the when there is only one of something in the world, the country, your town, or the house, and we know what it is. Example, and is the internet connection good? They are like the poster you got in your room. Then we use the with superlatives. Okay, again, we are talking about one thing. The chocolate here is the best in the world. Here we are talking about the Swiss chocolate, right? With some adjectives which refer to one thing. For example, first, last, next, we also use the. This is the third day. When referring forwards, we often use relative clause. This is the friend who is looking after us. Isn't they used with musical instruments like I play the guitar? Yes. Sometimes we use the infix expressions for musical instrument, entertainment, and transport. He plays the piano brilliantly. They are going to the opera tonight. Also the cinema, the football, the shops. When you're going to the place to do what you are supposed to do in those places. We took a taxi to the airport. Also the bus stop of the station. Okay, so even if there are 3 cinemas in my town, I would still say I went to the cinema last night. Yes, you would. We also sometimes use the to talk about groups of people or types of animals or things in general. For example, the unemployed are asking for more help from the government. Here we are talking about a group of people. Yeah, the unemployed people, but you say the unemployed without saying people, and it's assumed refer to group. The same with the government. Also the poor, the old, the homeless, the deaf. The wolf is the largest member of the dog family. This is referring to a group of a type of animal. It's not one. The Swiss watch is an amazing piece of engineering, the same. And we can use the with nationalities like the Swiss make great chocolate. Yeah, here you say the Swiss and you mean the Swiss people. So you can use it with all nationalities, okay? What about talking about things in general? Can I say the life is very expensive or I love the sport? No. We don't use the definite article to generalize about abstract things. You'd say life is very expensive and I love sport. If we are generalizing about things, we usually use the plural form for countable nouns or singular for uncountable nouns. She's frightened of spiders in general. So you don't use any word before spiders. Lasagna is delicious. The same, it's in general. Thanks for dinner. The lasagna was incredible. This is one particular lasagna. Yeah. But you used the wolf earlier to talk about wolves in general. Yes, but that was more formal language. For example, what you would read in an encyclopedia. We usually use no article to generalize. And what about geography words? Words for rivers and seas and things. Okay, proper names or names of things. Here are some categories where we use the word with examples, with rivers. Example, the Thames. Mountain ranges, the Alps, the Andes, etc. Oceans and seas, the Pacific, the Red Sea. Deserts, the Sahara. Islands or group of islands, the Bahamas. Countries. If there is, let's see, plus a political term or a plural like the UK, the USA, the United Arab Emirates. Yeah, this is part of the name actually. Political institutions like the government, the monarchy, newspapers, usually part of the title, the Times, the Guardian, cinemas, theaters, hotels, the Odeon, the Holiday Inn. And we don't use the before lakes, forests, cities, or towns. No, not usually. And not usually before streets in towns. Well, there is more to the definite article that meets the eye. That reminds me more than meets the eye. There are a lot of idioms with the word the too. That's another thing. Okay, so here you have a very detailed explanation on how to use it, when to use it, and when not to use it. So at the back, I mean, at the bottom of this, here you have a lot of exercises that you can do by yourselves, and you can correct, because here, if you click here, you have the grammar snack exercises and then the answers also. Any questions about this?
No.
No? This is not difficult, but you must incorporate it to your hard disk, because when we think in Spanish, we tend to overuse it. Okay? Okay. Well, I will ask you, please don't forget to do this exercise, okay? Because in the final test, you will have exercises of this part, okay? Good. Well, last class we talked about two things. We practiced past tenses with used to and past tenses talking about the 90s, remember? And then we talked about beauty and the different concepts of beauty, right? Today we're going to continue using, talking about past event, descriptions of past events, and there we're going to contrast two tenses that we did last class, but we're going to get deeper now into that. Let's see, let me use the... If you think about natural disasters, what verbs can you think of?
Run.
Can you write them in the chat box, please? Sorry. Run, okay.
Yeah.
Afraid is not a verb. When I say a verb, I mean an action. Afraid is a characteristic, yeah? It's an adjective. Run any verb. Yell, okay, scream, okay. Let's see. Let's see. Have you ever screamed in a disaster? No?
No.
No? Have you ever screamed in an earthquake? I don't know, for example, in a fire. Have you ever been to a fire?
No.
No? Ah. Storms, have you ever been to storms? I mean, big storms? No?
Don't think so.
Sorry, Tracy?
I don't think so.
No? Okay, so you have had a very quiet life, I can see. Okay, I will ask you to, Coalonga, you don't have any microphone?
Yes, I have. I changed the
No,
computer.
It's okay. No, it's perfect.
No,
Okay.
it's okay.
Well, I will ask you to watch a video that I will, let me show you the video. Okay, we're going to watch a video, oh, sorry, of natural disasters. It's very easy. It's just, we're going to check some vocabulary and some things, okay?
Natural disasters are part of the way the planet works. In the ideal world, we would all live in places that aren't affected by natural hazards. We wouldn't live near coastlines. We wouldn't live along the San Andreas Fault in California. We wouldn't live underneath the volcanoes in the Pacific Northwest. But we live where our homes are. I mean, those are the places that are important to us. And then there are many people that don't have choices. The museum is presenting this exhibit to describe these events to people so they have a better understanding of earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, hurricanes, and tornadoes. But more than that, to begin thinking about the risks associated with them. As climate warms, we expect there to be more severe storms, more severe droughts, more wildfires, and to some extent, over the last decade, we've seen just that. There's no way we're going to avoid the natural hazards on a dynamic Earth, but there are certainly ways that we can learn to live with them to mitigate the risks to society.
Okay. Let's see what natural disasters, I'm sorry, wait. Okay. Let's see what natural disasters were mentioned in the video.
Hurricane.
Sorry?
Hurricane.
Hurricanes, okay. What else?
The explosion of a volcano.
Okay. Volcanic eruptions. Yeah. What else?
Storms, I think.
Sorry?
Storms.
Storms, yes. Yeah. What else?
Droughts.
I'm sorry?
Droughts.
Droughts. Okay, let me write them down. We have storms, droughts. Okay, I will write them here logically. Okay. Storms, droughts, volcanic eruptions. What else? Don't you remember another one?
Profe, for me, the video was, I have serious problems with the internet. Also, all the time.
Would you like to watch it
I
again?
understand.
Would you like to watch it again?
No, I think it will be the same because it's my internet is not working today. I'm using this.
What is this?
Working as well.
What are you using?
This?
What is this?
I showed. It's like portal internet.
Okay. Yeah. That's why it's, I mean, you.
But I think for the video, you need more capacity or for internet. So.
Yeah. Okay. Well, any other, did you understand any other natural disaster that was mentioned in the video? Actually, there was one that is very familiar to us.
Earthquake. Probably.
Yeah. Earthquakes. There was another one that was wildfires. There were two other ones that are not, I mean, we are not familiar with them, or we haven't been familiar with them until now. Hurricanes and tornadoes. Even though in the South, I mean, they have not been familiar to us, but in recent years, there have been kind of, I don't know if hurricanes are such, but close to that. Well, here we have different types of natural disasters. What do you know about each of them? Let's start with about, I don't know, for example, storms. What do you know about them?
Storms?
Yeah.
They're on the sea.
In the sea?
In the sea.
Can you?
I think. I don't know if they're only in the sea, but I think they're.
I'm not asking about, I mean, a technical explanation, but it's information that anybody can have about storms. First of all, what do you have when there is a storm? What is the first thing you can see?
The rain.
Okay, rain. It's not any rain. It's
a lot of rain.
A lot of, I mean, heavy rain.
Heavy.
Heavy rain. What else do you have in a storm?
Relamparks. In English.
The lightning.
I want to
the lightning.
What do you have? Yeah.
The lightning.
Lightnings. Okay. Lightnings. What else?
The wind.
Okay, we have strong winds.
And thunders.
Okay. Sorry, I cannot. Okay, you have thunders. Okay. Now in Santiago, when there was, I mean, when there used to be storms, do you remember any other consequence of these storms?
Yes, a lot of water in the streets and the people can move. I don't know the concept in English.
Yeah. How do you call when there is a lot of water in the streets and inside houses, and how do you, when the rivers and, I mean,
flood? No.
Okay. There are floods, right? You're right. Floods all over. So flooded streets no, sorry. Flooded streets, and you have like rivers overflood, right? When they get, okay. So there we have lots of problems caused by storms. Then we have, you said, storms, droughts. Well, we know droughts very well. Volcanic eruptions. What do you know about volcanic eruptions?
The city, after the eruption, the city covers with ashtray.
Ashes. Okay.
Ashtray is the
where you put ashes. Yes. Okay. So the cities are covered by ashes. Yeah. In Spain now, there is a very serious volcanic eruption.
In Canarias.
In Canarias, yes. And it has been, I mean, erupting for weeks and weeks, and it doesn't stop. Okay. Well, there we get to earthquakes. We're very familiar to this. I think you are experts on earthquakes or not? We are supposed to be experts.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to leave earthquakes at the end. Wildfires. Do you have any experience with wildfires? No?
No.
What do you know about them?
Most of them are intentional.
Yeah, most of them are caused intentionally. Yeah.
And uncontrolled.
They are uncontrolled. Okay. Anything else?
And cause a lot of damage in the
Nature. Yeah, they cause a lot of damage in nature, right? Especially when there is droughts. Okay. Okay, very good. Hurricanes, do you know anything about hurricanes?
Probably it's more common in the...
Sorry, Muriel, can you speak more loudly, please?
Probably it's more common in the Caribbean.
Okay, in the Caribbean, yeah. Okay, yeah, that's the hurricanes are in the Caribbean Sea. They are more, I mean, more usual. What else do you know about hurricanes?
They're like big air masses. Mass. And they're produced by difference in temperatures and pressures.
Right. Okay. If you compare hurricanes and earthquakes, for example, we have more. Can you see any, I don't know if advantage, but advantages or disadvantages? What are the differences between both? Can produce a lot of destruction. But can you see any differences between both?
And the earthquake is come to the inside of the air, and the hurricane is the atmospheric. I don't know how to say it, but like an atmospheric phenomenon. Yeah, atmospheric phenomenon to transport the energy of the warm plains or the tropical place to the colder regions.
Okay, but that is more technical difference. But if we talk about the consequences, the damage they can produce.
I think hurricanes can be, I don't really know, but I think they can be like local. I mean, like they pass through some areas, but the earthquake is like affects the whole community or area. I think the hurricane could be affecting one house, for example, and not the 2 squares away one, but
Okay.
the earthquake is going to affect the whole area.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
guess a earthquake
I
is
think-
more make more damage because there's no advice. I mean, just
Okay.
happen, and the hurricane probably is something more predictable.
Okay. Okay. That is a very important difference. I mean, can be predicted and they can be monitored. So you know where it's coming through, and the earthquake just happens. Yeah.
Probably, I don't know, hurricane can make more damage in the houses and probably like that, but the earthquake, like there's just happened, probably there's more death,
Okay.
human death.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I imagine that you have all been to earthquakes, I suppose. Yes. What is the, I mean, how old were you in 2010 when it was our last big earthquake? How old were you at that time? 10 years ago?
19.
19?
20.
Okay, and you, Muriel?
20.
Ah, okay, Coadonga?
20, 20.
22, okay.
Or 21.
Okay, so old enough to remember everything. And okay, let's talk about that experience. I mean, where were you? How did you experience that earthquake? Was it the biggest one in your lives? Let's see. I would like you to talk about that.
I thought it was bigger. I mean, probably when my parents say, what is the earthquake, when they are young, and when it happened to me, I think will be more like, wow. I mean,
sorry, I don't understand what you mean.
I know a lot of people die in the earthquake, but I think that it will be more wild, more savage. I don't know.
Let me see if I got you right. Do you mean that when your parents talked about their experience in big earthquake, you imagine they were bigger?
Yeah.
I mean, when you had your own experience, you expected something bigger?
Yeah. I mean, I know in the moment, because I only think that, oh, okay, an earthquake. But I don't think in the people die and all the damage.
At the moment it was happening. At the moment,
yeah, in the moment, I think it will be like more.
Would have been bigger.
Yeah.
For me, it was similar. Actually, I didn't thought it was an earthquake. I thought, oh, a big temblor.
Earthquake,
no.
Anyway.
Really?
Yeah. Well, yeah, there is quake. There is a word that is quake, but is, that is a word that is quake. But actually you have big earthquakes or small earthquakes. Basically, that's the difference. Temblor and terremoto, that's something not that usual. Okay. I don't know if we were in the same earthquake, but where were you?
At home.
I were in an apartment in Concon, in front of the sea.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I will take notes. So you were in Concon, and what about the intensity there? Was it? I think it was smaller than in Santiago, no?
Maybe because I never thought it was an earthquake, and my family tried to contact me because the telephone connector didn't work after the earthquake, of course. And my family tried to connect to me, and of course I couldn't because my cell phone doesn't work, and they are totally crazy because I was in Concon, in front of the sea.
Sorry, which floor were you on? You were in an apartment?
Yes, 7.
Yeah. 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 Okay. And were you alone in the apartment?
Yes.
How brave.
No,
Yeah.
it was because it was the Arjona. I was looking at Arjona in El Festival de Viña, and after that I will meet some friends.
Sorry, but were you in the Quinta? Quinta Vergara?
No. Looking by in the TV.
On TV.
Watching the TV.
Yeah.
On TV.
So you were
That's
awake?
happened. Yes,
you were awake. Okay. And you thought it was not big enough. Okay, good. Okay. And what about you, Tracy? Where were you?
I was at home with my mother and my little brother. Well, it was little. 10, 11 years old. He was 7.
Yeah.
And yes, we were watching the festival, but I don't like Arjona, so I got sleep, and I fell asleep, and sometime I just wake up, and like 5 seconds after that, the house started to move, and I thought it was a little earthquake, and my mom, that is like very not sensitive, but alaraca.
Squeamish. Wait.
Okay, she's very squeamish, so she said, "Oh, this is an earthquake," and and I said, "Okay, let's go to the door," because by that time we all thought that under the door it was safe. Now we know it isn't. So we went to the door, the 3 of us, and I grabbed my little brother. We ran to the door actually, and my mom started to yell, to scream, and I just tried to think about what I should do if different things happened, like if I don't know, if I have keys of the door, in case of we had to get out of the house, because we have never been to a big earthquake before. So I thought, well, if the house falls down, collapses, we have to run to the street, and if the street starts to open, if the door starts to open, I have to run with my little brother to the other side, and I started to think all of the.
So you thought about the worst cases, the worst situations.
Yes, because in those cases I'm rational, and I start thinking like all the options, and my mother was screaming, so I tried to talk to my brother that he was to be calm, and that it was a bad thing, but we were going to we were going to be fine. It's like, is it okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I explained him that if something happened, he had to grab my hand and run to anywhere I went. And because my mom, she was so frightened, so I didn't know if I will be ever able to move her or indicates
to grab her.
Yes, something like that. I at that moment I thought, okay, I will concern, I will be preoccupied about my little brother, and my mom, well, she's an adult, she has to, I don't know.
It will save her life.
Yes, she has to run herself.
How old is your mom?
Now she's 58.
Okay. Yeah, so she's an adult, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so you keep, rational.
Yes, and it was very difficult because, yeah, inside the house, the dishes, the plates, the glasses were all falling to the floor. The TV was on the floor. Everything sound like the end of the world. But I remember I just talked to my brother all the time, like, will we okay? It is okay. My mother is just afraid, but we're going to be okay. And in the meantime, I was thinking about, okay, what should I do if the air opens or something like that.
Yeah. So nothing was okay, actually.
Yes, I thought about the cables because that's very risky to touch them. And I remember that.
Yeah.
And after that, we joined at my grandmother's house, my mother's mother. Mother, yes. And we start to contact all our and see if everyone was okay, because we have different houses. My house, the inside, it was not okay, but the structure of my house, it was really okay. But in the way to my grandmother's house, there was houses in the floor, so we were very preoccupied.
Okay. So houses that collapsed, definitely. Yeah.
Yes, and my mom lives just at the side of the road, 68 road, and the bridges were collapsed too, so you couldn't go through them. So it was very ugly. It could be worse, but it was ugly.
Yeah. Okay, Tracy. Let's see, Muriel. So you expected something bigger.
Yeah, but I was in this house, the same house where I'm right now, and I remember.
House, not apartment, sorry. It's a house.
No, house.
Yeah.
A house.
Yeah.
And I had just arrived at my house because I was with a friend watching the Festival de Viña. And my parents were sleeping and my sister was on the computer. And when the shaking started, I was like, oh, okay, it's a slow. Like probably the 19% of
Small. Yeah.
like the 19% of the shaking in Chile. And then the strongest movement started, and my sister told me like to go down to the first floor because this house are 3 floors.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and then the earthquake, the earthquake start, and the electrical explosion. My parents' cars are in the parking like that, and they're moved like this, and we couldn't stay like still, or we are like like in a hub with my parents,
yeah,
but we couldn't stay quiet.
Yeah.
Or yeah, and that's all that I remember. I mean, I remember my mom. It was like screaming and yelling, and started thinking in his siblings, the neighborhood, like my grandparents.
Didn't you have any damage inside your house?
Yes, but because in Huechuraba, this kind of
ground.
Yeah, the ground, like jump. I don't know how to say that.
Why?
I don't know, because in this area there's a lot of
marshes, no?
Come on.
I'm not sure about it, but I think that in Quilicura, I don't know if it is near Huechuraba. It's the same ground. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think when I used to teach in a company near there, that the ground there is where originally they were marshes, pantanos.
Yeah. So all in my house fall, but the structure, the house, no, just the movement.
Just so it was a problem at the moment, but not damage in your house. Yeah, because I remember, I mean, it was difficult to keep up standing up. It was difficult. And Covadonga, you were on the 7th floor, and could you be standing up?
Yes, I think maybe in that was small. I don't know. For me, it was not an earthquake.
It was a small earthquake. Yeah. No, because, well, I don't know, I was in Santiago, but I have some friends that were in Viña. They were on, I think, on the 10th floor, but they couldn't keep up. So they had to sit on the floor. And they were, I mean, both of them were sitting on the floor, and they didn't know what to do. And it was in the dark, and they could feel things falling down all over the apartment. I don't know.
Maybe the difference is because this apartment, this kind of apartment that one part it's like inside of the ground. It's not that tall building.
Yeah.
It's inside the ground for like a steps.
Yeah.
Maybe that kind of construction is different. I don't know, but
is it an old
yes, it's not new.
Yeah, perhaps that type of construction makes a difference, perhaps. Yeah. Okay, but well, apparently only Tracy thought about extreme situations. But let's see, well, Tracy thought about different possibilities if there was, I mean, if the earth or the ground got opened, if the house collapsed, And what do you think that people should do in those cases? I mean, what about the advice? What are people advised to do?
Well, after the earthquake, the 2010, the scientists that know about safe, they told us there were a triangle of life.
Sorry, there was a
triangle of life.
Yeah.
Inside the house that is about the, I don't know if you know, there are columns on the house to stand the house. They're like vertical. And you have to go to one of these columns because the column hangs, I mean, no, I don't know, sostiene?
Holds, supports.
Holds, yes, supports the walls.
Yeah.
Very strongly. So it's very difficult that if you're in one of these columns, the walls are they're not going to fall on you, but at the side. But I think it's not for like a group of people, but one person. Yes. So you have to run to this triangle of life, because if this earthquake is too fast, and you can think about, I don't know, running outside the house or something else to, for example, I think in buildings there are safe zones, safe areas for these kind of things.
Yeah.
But in a house, well, I don't know. Everyone know about this triangle of life and other stuff. But I think at the beginning, at the big earthquake, it was strong. This oh, we have to know this, and we have to go this part of the house. But now I think it got forgotten.
Yeah.
And not everyone knows, and the immigrants also
no idea about it. Yeah.
No, I actually, when a Chinese friend came to here, I told her it could be some earthquakes, and she but that she shouldn't be like afraid, because they usually happen here, and they don't usually like make so much damage. And she screamed me, "What are you saying? An earthquake?"
And she was Chinese.
Yes.
Yeah, in China there are a lot of dead people. When there is an earthquake, many people die. Yeah,
I think it's because of the structures.
Yeah.
I mean, here long time ago we built the buildings or the houses with a special structure that moves and shakes, so the house doesn't collapse. But there is another kind of construction that is like rigid, and it doesn't move. So as it doesn't move, it absorbed all the yes, but like the waves of the
vibration.
So yes, the vibration. Yes, it absorbed all the vibration and it collapsed.
Yeah.
And I think it should be that.
But after the earthquake, I mean, after that big earthquake, do you remember that there were many I don't know, many people giving information and giving advice of what you should do. Also talking about tsunami, because that was something that we didn't have any memories of. And people had to run away. I mean, they were supposed to be, we were supposed to be ready to run away. And do you remember they talked about some minimal, I don't know, minimal, but emergency bag or something like that with some basic things? Do you remember that?
I remember the school ones, but the teacher always said, okay, if there is an earthquake, you have to go under the table. And if there's a fire or something else like that, and the bell sounds, yes, you have to run, not run, but go to the safe areas. I only remember that about being safe on a thing like that.
But don't you remember, Muriel or Covadonga, don't you remember this sort of safety kit or something like that? That people should have, like a torch?
Yeah, and too many people talk about like a bunker house too.
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah, starting like vender.
Sell.
Yeah, emergency kit.
And do you remember the elements that were inside?
Food, like dehydrated food.
Dehydrated, yeah.
Dehydrated food and a flashlight. Batteries.
Batteries, yeah.
Water, I think.
Water.
Yes. I remember that I mean, not 2010, but the other one, it was, I think, one that was in September. That was not that big, but it was big in the north. But I live with my mom, and my mom is 86. And that day was her birthday. And she's very squeamish, so she's hysterical. Well, and I remember I tried to calm her, but I remember the only thing I grabbed, I returned to grab it, was my cell phone. And well, apparently that is one of the things that you must do, I think. I mean, to have something to communicate and to listen to the news or something like that. Have you done anything of that? I mean, have you ever had that kind of kit? Or anything you get as an emergency? No?
I have the typical botiquín.
Sorry, you have the TB?
Botiquín?
It's a medical kit?
Yes. I have a medical kit, but nothing else.
Nothing else? Would you like to watch a Japanese emergency kit?
Okay.
Yeah, well, they don't call it emergency kit. They call it grab bag. Yeah, well, you were in Japan, Tracy, so you can give your opinion about this. Let's see. To me, it was amazing. Here. We're going to see the picture, I mean the photo, okay? Okay, here we can see can you read can you
see?
Yes.
Here we have their flame-proof grab bag. Alarm.
Energy switch.
This is the first aid kit. That is botiquín. First aid, yeah. Rope. Sleeping bag. Dried fruit. Grounds. Portable toilet. Toilet absorption powder. Yeah. Insulation. This is the kind of sheet that firemen use when there is a fire, an accident, and a bomb. You know. Foldable.
No, there's
water tank. Wet wipes, cat food, nappies, and sanitary product. Yeah. What do you think about this kit? This bag, actually.
The nappies and sanitary products, I think they're very important, and probably I don't think in that to make a bag, an emergency bag.
Yeah. Well, I think that here there are many things we have never thought of. Actually, we don't. I don't
portable
know.
Toilet.
So portable toilet, different types of sheets.
I think we have these sheets for cold for when you're in the mountains.
Yeah.
But for heat, I didn't need. For a fire, I didn't know.
Yeah, because here they are thinking about, I mean, I think spending days, many days, I don't know, in emergency. And also thinking about different consequences like fire. Rope. I would have never thought about a rope, actually. Yeah.
Well, if you live in a building, maybe.
Yeah, well, yeah. Yes, right. And to be rescued or to be a sleeping bag, yes. Alarm. Well, these people were bombed with two, in Nagasaki and Hiroshima, atomic bombs. So that's what you could say. Okay, girls. Here we are going to.
Can I say something?
I'm sorry?
Can I say something? I just remember when I get to the airport, Tokyo airport, there was an advice that told you about, but it was like a tourist advice because it was about the earthquakes and how they happened in Japan very often, and that you shouldn't be afraid because Japan is so prepared to them. And I think it was so nice and good, and we should have it was a small TV that tells you about the earthquakes and how they happen and what they can do and what you should do, and that Japan is prepared, and it's so good. I think it was amazing.
Yeah, I think their organization and their experience also in emergencies, let's say. It's incredible. And did you ever feel any earthquake in Japan?
No.
No? No.
Yes. But it was a small earthquake.
Yeah.
And I remember because we laugh a lot with my with Zero. And we laughed because I was at the hotel and he was at the work. He was working. And we later talk about it. And I told him about tourists, because I was at the hotel, the tourists yelling, and it was so small, like very small.
Yeah.
You could feel it, but it wasn't like to get out of the bed. No.
Ah, okay. Yeah. 2 or 3.
Yeah, I don't know, like most, like at the top of 4, 5, I don't know.
Nothing.
But yes, for us nothing. But the tourists were yelling. They were at the pool, and they were
That's great.
and I was laughing, and my Tiro was working, and also he was with Chinese people, Japanese people, Indian people, Canadian people, a lot of nationalities, and some of them were also like, what's happening?
Yeah.
They were
You
so
can't
afraid.
imagine the feeling of somebody who has never felt an earthquake in his or her life.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that. I mean, how they feel. Okay, girls. Well, we are going to have a break now, but after when we return from the break, I would like to check some things about past tenses before getting into. We're going to go on not with the topic, but with the not with the topic of disasters, but with the topic of tenses. Is that right? Shall we go for a break? 15-minute break?
Sure.
Let's see, it's, okay, 4:38, we will be back, okay? See you in 15 minutes. Muriel, Covadonga, are you back? Not yet. Let's wait for some minutes, Tracy. Okay. Ah, there is Muriel. Okay, now you're back, Covadonga. Okay. Let's see, some things I would like to clear up before starting with the next part. Be careful with past tenses, please. Okay, Covadonga? Covadonga is not here. Well, I was. Okay. Be careful with this word. This word is apartment. Okay, not apartment. No, eso no existe. Apartment. Okay. And then remember that the word advice belongs to a group of words like bread, like furniture. Oh, wait. Furniture that are always singular words. Yeah, you can never say, for example, a bread, a furniture, an advice. Okay, you say some advice. You cannot make it, you cannot count them. Okay, do you understand it? Yes, Tracy? Yes? Okay. So now we are going to start with this tense. Wait a minute. That is, we have talked about it, but we haven't worked with it. Let's see. I will ask you to go to your courses, please. By the way, I will publish this material if you want to read the whole article about the Japanese grab bag, just if you are interested in that. Let's see, let's go to Material Docente. Please download Adventure Holiday. Okay. Let me. Okay. With this material, we're going to talk about different experiences, nicer than earthquakes, but we're going to see different types of past tense, okay? So first of all, here we have 8 different pictures, and these pictures show experiences that people have had on adventure vacations, okay? Do you like adventure? Have you ever had adventure vacations?
Yes, I think in Pucón.
Yeah.
And Futaleufú River.
Okay, and what did you do?
Futaleufú River is the first or second better river to kayak or I forgot the name of the other sport, but it's about it's because of the rapidos.
Yeah, the current. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, and
It
did
has
you go
very
kayaking there?
yes, not kayaking. The other one in
Rafting.
rafting. That's
Oh,
yeah.
so you're very brave, I can see. Did you like it?
Yes, but it was like if something has it was like I was like smudged.
Okay.
But the other day, like I was like como si algo me hubiese pisado.
Why?
Because hurt after all the muscles you have.
Because of the stress.
Yes, they hurt the other day.
Okay.
Next day.
Okay, well, as I said, here you have different activities, and here you have 8 different verbs. The idea is to complete these sentences using these verbs. Let's see how you can complete the sentences using these verbs. Do you understand it? Looking at the pictures, using the verbs and completing the sentences, okay? Some minutes for you to do that, please.
Okay, they have climbed a mountain.
No, but take your time. I mean, complete them all, please.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we check them, okay? Ready?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. Let's see the first one. Covadonga, please.
And they have climbed a mountain.
Okay. They have climbed Mountain, right? Number 2, Muriel, please.
Number 2, they have swim with dolphins.
I'm sorry, they have?
Swim with dolphin.
Here you have to use, I mean, the past participle. I mean, the third column of the verb. The verb is to swim in present. In the past is swam. And in the past participle, what is the past participle?
Swim.
Swam. Nadado. Ellos han nadado, right? They have swum with dolphins, right? Let's see number 3, Tracy. Sorry, yeah, Tracy, yeah.
They have run more than 6 miles.
Okay, they have run more than 6 miles. Here we have a verb that doesn't change, right?
Yeah.
Number 4, Coalonga.
They have ride a bike for 30 miles.
Ride is in present. Here we are going to test, irregular verbs. There are 3 columns. If you look at the list of verbs, there are 3 columns. The first one is where you take the present form. The second group, the second column is the past. And the last one is the past participle. And that is the one we are going to use here. So, do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah. So, present tense is ride. The past tense is rode. What is the past participle?
Ridden.
Ridden.
Ridden. Okay.
They have ridden. They have ridden a bike for 30 miles. Okay, let's see number 5. Muriel.
Number 5, they have shoot spears.
No. First of all, spears, you don't shoot spears. You shoot other things, as a weapon. No. Another word is throw. Lanzar.
Throw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what is the past, the past participle of throw? Because we have throw in present, threw in the past. The last one is?
Thrown.
Thrown, yes. They have thrown spears. Yeah. Let's see 6. Tracy.
They have shot arrows.
Right. They have shot arrows. Good. Go along to number 7, please.
They have jumped out of the plane.
Okay, jumped. Be careful with the pronunciation.
Okay, jumped.
Jumped with a T. They have jumped out of a plane. Right, Muriel, number 8.
They have camped in the forest.
Okay, camped, the same. In both cases, jumped and camped. The last sound is a P. So it's a mute sound. So ED becomes, it's pronounced
it's a
like
T.
Jumped. Let me see. Jumped. And the other one is camped. Camped, okay? Okay, any questions about this?
Yeah.
No questions?
No.
No? Absolutely clear? Good. Well, we're going to go on with this. We're going to contrast this tense with the other ones. Sorry, before I forget. Here we have some verbs that are, for example, camp, climb, jump. The 3 verbs are regular. That means that the past participle and the simple past is just with ed. Then we have the word run, that is the same. I mean, not the same, but it's run, run, run. So the present and the past participle is the same, okay? And we have ride, shoot, swim, and throw that have differences. And you have to study them, I'm afraid. Okay. Well, I will ask you to listen to a conversation between Matt and Sophie, who are on an adventure vacation. And you're going to listen to them talking to the activity leader, Jim, on their first day, okay? I will ask you to listen to them and see what which of these activities they talk about, they mention on the conversation, okay?
Hi, I'm Jim. I'll be your activity leader this week.
Good to meet you. I'm Matt, and this is Sophie.
Hi, I'm so excited.
Okay, before we start, I want to say that safety is very important to us. So I need to ask you some questions about which activities you've tried before. First of all, what's your experience with running and cycling? Have you ever run more than 6 miles or cycled more than 18 miles?
Yes, I have. I've run and cycled in lots of long-distance races, but Matt hasn't.
When did you do these races?
I ran in a 6-mile race about a year ago, but then I hurt my knee last summer, so I started cycling. I completed a cycling race last month.
Okay, that's good to know. And have you ever climbed a mountain over 3,000 feet?
I have, but of course, I was much younger then. I loved it.
I haven't, I'm afraid, but I want to try. Can I ask about the sea swimming? Are we going to swim with dolphins?
Yes. Have you ever done that?
No, neither of us have, but we're really excited about that activity.
Well, the swimming is on Wednesday morning, and in the afternoon, we're going to jump out of a plane.
Cool. I've never done that.
Really? It's amazing. I did my first plane jump when I was 20, and I really loved it.
I've never jumped out of a plane, and I've never wanted to.
You can try it if you want to, but if you want to just watch, that's fine. Now, I have a few more questions.
Okay, let's see, what sports did they mention?
Running and cycling.
Cycling.
Okay,
Swim.
Running, okay, cycling, what else?
Swimming.
Swimming, good. Swimming.
Jump out of the plane.
Jump.
Climb.
Oh, sorry. Jump out of a plane. One more.
Climb a mountain.
Climbing, right. Climbing a mountain. Okay, right. Okay, you will listen to that again, but this time you're going to answer the, wait a minute. You're going to answer, come on. You're going to, wait. Okay. You're going to answer this, first of all, decide if these sentences are true or false, okay? In the case they are false, I want you to put them correctly, okay? So listen again and answer this, okay?
Okay.
Hi, I'm Jim. I'll be your activity leader this week.
Good to meet you. I'm Matt, and this is Sophie.
Hi, I'm so excited.
Okay, before we start, I want to say that safety is very important to us. So I need to ask you some questions about which activities you've tried before. First of all, what's your experience with running and cycling? Have you ever run more than 6 miles or cycled more than 18 miles?
Yes, I have. I've run and cycled in lots of long-distance races, but Matt hasn't.
When did you do these races?
I ran in a 6-mile race about a year ago, but then I hurt my knee last summer, so I started cycling. I completed a cycling race last month.
Okay, that's good to know. And have you ever climbed a mountain over 3,000 feet?
I have, but of course, I was much younger then. I loved it.
I haven't, I'm afraid, But I want to try. Can I ask about the sea swimming? Are we going to swim with dolphins?
Yes. Have you ever done that?
No, neither of us have, but we're really excited about that activity.
Well, the swimming is on Wednesday morning, and in the afternoon, we're going to jump out of a plane.
Cool. I've never done that.
Really? It's amazing. I did my first plane jump when I was 20, and I really loved it.
I've never jumped out of a plane, and I've never wanted to.
You can try it if you want to, but if you want to just watch, that's fine. Now, I have a few more questions.
Okay. Let's see number one. I will ask you to read the sentence and then you say if they are true or false. Okay, go on, please.
Okay. Matt and Sophie always go running and cycling together. It's false.
Why?
Just Sophie go running and cycling?
Just Sophie goes running. Yeah, she has more experience than him. Yeah, right. Good. Let's see number two, Muriel.
Sophie stopped running because she hurt her knee. It's true.
True. Stopped. Be careful with EDs, Muriel. Stopped. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Good. It's false. It's true. Right. Let's see number three, Tracy.
Matt tried mountain climbing last year. It is false because he tried mountain climbing when he was younger.
Yeah, a long time ago. Right. Good. Go along to number four, please.
Swimming with dolphin is a new experience for Matt, but not for Sophie. And false, because it's a new experience for both.
Right. Very good. Let's see five, Muriel.
Matt is more excited than Sophie about jumping out of a plane. And it's true.
Yeah, right. It's true because he says it's cool and she says that she would never do it. Okay, good. Any questions about this tape?
No.
These sentences? No? Okay. Let's get into the core part, okay? Here we have some sentences where you have the two types of, present perfect on the one hand and the simple past, but in a way, they both refer to something in the past, but in a different way. So if you look at the first example, have you ever run more than 6 miles or cycled more than 18 miles? Yes, I have. I run and cycled in lots of long distance races, but Matt hasn't. When did you do these races? I ran a 6 mile race about a year ago, but then I hurt my knee last summer. So I started cycling. I completed the cycling race last month. Okay. So here we can see that in the first sentence, in number one, we have something called present perfect. I will do this part. Okay, present perfect. That's the name of that. And the way to form it is using have or has, depending on the person, plus as the auxiliary, and then the past participle, right? Do you understand that? Is that clear enough? Hello?
Can you repeat?
Yes.
The way to form this tense, this present perfect, is using have or has, depending on the person, plus the past participle. In other words, the third column. Yeah. So, have you ever run? Yes, I have run and cycled. Yes. Is that okay?
Yes.
Yeah. And in the second one, we have, well, as you know, the auxiliary did, because it's simple past, it's an action that, sorry, something I didn't say in the first one. The first sentence refers to an action that could have been in the past, but is open to be repeated again in the future. So when you say, have you ever run? I mean, have you ever, sometime in your life? Yes. That, for example, yes, I have. I ran and cycled in lots of long distance races. That means that I did it in the past, but I'm planning to do it in the future again, right? In the second sentence, it's different because the action happened in the past, but that was something that was finished in the past. So when did you do these races? I ran, but then I hurt my leg, so I started cycling. I completed the cycling race last month. Here we have actions that started and finished in the past. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. So, okay, here we have some more rules about how to use one or the other. Well, we use the present perfect or the past simple to talk about completed past actions, but we use them in different ways. We use the present perfect to talk about life experiences. We often ask, have you ever? Questions about life experiences, and give short answers using the present perfect. Yes, I have, or no, I haven't. Have you ever been to a hurricane? No, I haven't. Have you ever been to an earthquake? Yes, I have. Is that okay?
Yes.
Yeah. We use the present perfect when we don't say exactly when these life experiences happened. We use never to say we have not had this experience at any time. I have never been to a hurricane, for example. When we want to know more about a specific past experiences, we use the past simple. We often say when these experiences happened, a year ago, last month, okay? Is that okay? Do you understand the explanation about each one? Yeah. So here we have 4 sentences, and in each one you have 2 choices. You have to decide if it is simple past or present perfect. Yeah? And they are in bold type. Have a look at them, and then we are going to work on that. Yeah? Okay?
Yes.
Let's see number 1. Go along, please.
Okay. Matt has climbed a mountain over 3,000 feet.
Right. Matt has climbed. Good. Let's see number 2, Muriel.
He climbed it when he was much younger.
Okay, he climbed.
Climbed.
Yeah, it's okay. He climbed it when he was much younger. Right. Number 3, Tracy.
And Matt have never jumped out of a plane before.
Right. Good. Go along. Can you do number 4, please?
Jim jumped out of the plane when he was 20 and he loved it.
He loved it. Okay, very good. Any questions? No? Okay, let's go down. Okay, here you have a conversation between the same three people. You have to fill in the blanks using present perfect or past simple, using the words given in brackets. Okay, I recommend you to read the conversation before completing it. Do you understand it?
Yes.
Okay. Some minutes for you to do that.
Teacher?
Yes?
Can you put a little more down, please?
Go down. Wait. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, thanks.
Is it okay there? Covadonga, is it okay?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Ready?
Not yet.
No, okay. When you finish, please let me know.
I finished.
Yeah. Everybody?
Yes.
Okay. Tell me then. Okay. Let's see the first one. I mean, I will ask you to read just the blank, okay? Only the blank. Let's see, Tracy.
Have you ever shot an arrow?
Good. Covadonga, please, the answer, number 2.
Yes, I have.
Okay. Number 3, Muriel.
No.
Okay.
I don't know.
Why not? Here you have to make a sentence using these words. They are affirmative sentences. Do you understand?
Yeah, but I don't know.
Okay. Let's see, Tracy, can you do that?
I write, we went to an adventure vacation 2 years ago and we learned to shoot arrows then.
Right. We went on an adventure vacation 2 years ago. We learned how to shoot arrows then. Do you understand it now, Muriel?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see, Muriel, can you do number 4?
No, I can understand that. I mean, I can understand, but I can.
What?
I'm not sure.
But
I don't know. I think I probably I need more time to.
Ah, okay. Well, but it's a
But,
continuation of the conversation. Yeah. Okay. Covadonga, can you do number 4, please?
Was really fun.
It was really fun. Let's see number 5. Tracy?
Have you ever done that?
Yes. Let's see. Muriel, do you think you can do that? Number 6?
Was number 6. I haven't.
Yeah, right. I haven't. Number 7, Covadonga.
Have you ever camped in the forest?
Okay. Tracy?
Yes, we have camped in a lot of places.
Okay, good. Let's see. Any questions about this exercise, this structure? No questions? Okay. Well, now you are going to make questions and answers. You're going to interview your partner about their experiences, okay? You're going to use both tenses, present perfect and past simple. Okay? Let's see, when you answer your partner's questions, you can tell the truth or you can lie. You must lie at least once in this activity. If you ask the right questions, it will help you decide if your partner is lying or telling the truth. Example, have you ever ridden a horse? Yes, I have. Where and when did you ride a horse? Was it fun? I rode a horse when I was on vacation in Australia. It was a bit boring, actually. What was the name of the horse? The horse was named Lucky. That's a lie. You've never ridden a horse. No, it's true, I have. Okay, so the idea is that one of you makes questions to, interview another student, and then you follow with different questions, and in the end you decide if it is true or false. Do you understand it?
Yes.
Hmm?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay, so as you are three, you're not going to work in pairs. You're going to interview each other, okay? Is it okay?
Okay.
Let's see. Who would like to start? Muriel?
Okay. To Tracy.
Okay.
Have you ever ride on a skateboard?
Have you ever run on a skate?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry, run?
Or riding on a skateboard?
Yes, I have.
And when you, where and when did you skateboarding?
When did you skate, or when did you do that?
Okay, when you do that.
I a skateboard when I was little with my cousins.
And do you like it?
Not really.
Sorry, did you like it?
Did you like it? And did you fall?
Yes, for sure.
Okay, I think that's a lie.
You think it's a lie?
Yeah, I think it's a lie.
Why do you think it's, why do you think it's a lie, Muriel?
Because you're thinking a lot.
You're thinking, because you're thinking a lot, okay? Tracy, is it true or a lie?
It is true, but I don't remember if I fall, but for sure I fall.
I fell.
Fell, sorry.
Yeah, remember that the verb is to, yeah, this is part of the reason why we are doing this. Fall in present, fell in the past, fallen in the past participle. Yeah,
yes. Fall,
so
fall.
You fell.
I fell.
Okay, right.
For sure.
Good, go on with, somebody else's questions.
Okay, Covadonga, have you ever climbed a mountain?
Yes, I have.
Where do you do that?
And I climbed the Plomo.
When did you do that?
Last year with my little sister. And we camped there for 2 nights.
You can camp there?
Yes, you must camp there.
Oh, okay. And how many hours do you spend climbing?
Sorry, how many hours? Sorry, how many hours?
Did you spend?
It was 6 hours to get the top, and then 5 to the bottom, to the base, actually.
I think it's true.
You think it's true?
Yeah.
Is it true?
No.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, 6 hours is not so much.
Yeah. Okay, so you've never climbed. Okay, go on with different questions. I mean,
Okay, Muriel, have you ever skiing in the water?
skied. Wait a minute.
Yeah, ski. Yeah.
Sorry, Muriel. The verb is to ski. Double E. Skied. Yeah.
Yeah, I have it.
Yes, I have.
Where?
In Brazil.
But I mean in the water.
Yeah, in the water.
Ah, in the sea.
In the sea.
Yes?
In Brazil,
Ah.
What's the name of this place? In Florianopolis?
And that was your first time?
Sorry,
yeah, it was my first time.
Was that your first time?
Was that your first time?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was my first time.
And did you like it?
Not really,
Why?
because I fall a lot.
I fell.
Fail. I
A
fell
lot.
a lot.
I think it's true.
And it's a lie.
Oh, really?
Okay. Yeah. Go on. Sorry, it can be about holidays, can be about anything. I mean, the idea is to give 2 tenses.
Okay, Tracy, have you ever stay in the woods?
I'm sorry?
Sorry, do you mean, have you ever camped?
Yeah, yeah. Have you ever come in the woods?
In the woods? Yes. In Italy.
Where? Okay. Was fun?
Yes, it was fun.
And what was the name?
We were near to a lake. So it was very beautiful.
And what was the name of the camp?
Oh, I don't know. I don't remember. It was 6 years ago.
Okay, and was cold? It was cold?
No, it wasn't. It was the end of January, so it was very nice.
Okay, I think it's true.
Is it?
It's true.
It's
I
true?
don't lie. I don't lie.
Yeah. No, but in this, I mean, this exercise, you must have tell a lie.
Yes, I know.
It was true. Okay. It was the name of the camp, but you mean if she went camping, so you wanted to know the name of the camping site? Is that?
Yes.
Yeah. The thing is that if you go camping, not necessarily must be established or place. I mean, yeah. Okay, Tracy, near a lake, not near to a lake. Near a lake. Yeah? Okay. Covadonga, can you do another question? Can you do it once again? I mean, one more.
Okay.
round?
Muriel, have you ever have you ever
Gone.
Have you ever gone to a place who scare you?
Sorry? A place which, not who. Who is for people?
Which, yes.
Which what?
Yes, yes. Which scare you? Scare you.
Okay. Which is
Please scare me. Yes, I have.
Where?
In Rio de Janeiro. I was in a very bad place and I was a little scared.
And why was this place dangerous?
Because was close to I don't remember exactly the name of the safe
Favela?
place in Rio de Janeiro.
Favela?
Favelas?
Yeah, the favelas.
And did you were alone?
Where
No, I was
alone? Sorry, where are you alone?
Where are you alone?
Yeah.
No,
Where?
I was with my boyfriend.
And something happened?
No, but no.
Covadonga, be careful. Did anything happen?
Yes.
It's a question. Yeah? Okay. Did anything happen, Muriel? Nothing. True or false?
I think it's true. I think it's true.
Is it true?
Kinda. I was not too close. I was not too close, but
not so close to the
not so close to the favela, but
Rio,
I was in Rio de Janeiro, but not close to the favela.
Okay, but you must be scared anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, right. Okay, girls, good. So here you have the contrast between these two tenses that in Spanish, we don't make that difference. I mean, not always. So for this tense, it's very important for you to first of all, to study the verbs, especially irregular verbs. Secondly, you must do exercises, especially with questions, Covadonga and Muriel, with questions in simple past and present perfect, okay? Okay, I will ask you to do some homework for next class from this page. Before going to the last exercise, let me, wait a minute. In this, the same photocopy that I uploaded, I want you please to go to exercise 6. This is very easy, but I will ask you to do that. Here you have a conversation, the continuation of the conversation between Jim, Matt, and Sophie, okay? I will ask you to choose the correct option to complete the conversation, okay? And in exercise 7, here you have to find the past participle of these irregular verbs in the word search puzzle, okay? The answers appear horizontally, vertically, and diagonally, okay? Here you have all these verbs, so find the answers to that, the past participles of these verbs here. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay. Let me write it down. Okay. And now, We're going to do the last exercise with this, but will be different. I will show you a picture and I will want you to tell, I want you to tell me what has happened there, okay? We're going to see just one, okay? Okay. If you look at this photo, what has happened in this place? What has happened? We'll write the question at the top. What has happened in this place?
There is like a lot of trash, I think.
Yeah, there is a lot of trash. So yeah, there is a lot of trash. So what do you think it has happened in this place?
I think this is one of these places where the people go there and just leave all the rubbish and all the stuff that the people doesn't want, like I don't know the name, garbage.
Well, you can say garbage. You can say trash. I think
like,
rubbish.
but I mean,
you can also say rubbish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you mean that it's a it's a dumb place? I mean, where people throw garbage?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. And what about these girls there? What do you think why are they there in that place? Why have they come there?
Probably they are trying to find something in the garbage, but don't like the place.
No, definitely they don't. Yeah. Okay, so you think they are trying to find something? Yeah. Any other interpretation of any other thing to say about the picture?
For me, that girl looks like a tourist who is walking on the street and found all these disgusting situation full of trash.
Okay, those girls, yeah, are tourists that, I mean, sort of, run into this, they ran into this place, se encontraron con el lugar, by accident, yeah? Okay, this disgusting place that, how do you, I mean, if you look at this girl, what can you say about the place? I mean, how do you call
smell bad?
Yeah, so it's, how do you call a place that doesn't have a good perfume? It's smelly. Yeah. It's filthy also. Yeah. Anything else to say about this picture? No? Okay. Well, we are going to stop this class here, and next class we're going to check the homework, and then I will ask you to go on describing other photos using these tenses. And for that, I want you please to study this so as to have all the verbs and all the tenses, to use them easily. Okay? Any questions, any comments? No? Okay, girls. So see you next week then. Next week, sorry, let me, what time is it? Ah, no, it's okay. Yeah, next week is October 19. Okay. After the, yeah, okay, after the anniversary, okay. Yeah. No,
And when is the next text?
The next one is, it's in the calendar, isn't it? Wait. It's by the end of the term. November
30?
Yes, November 30. Yes. Let me have a look at the calendar. November 30, yeah, because I have 1 week to upload the marks. Yes.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yep.
Okay, girls.
Teacher,
yes.
what are the answers to the extra practice?
I'm sorry, can you repeat it?
Where can I find the answers for the extra practice?
No, we're going to take it in classes.
Okay.
Yes, so no, don't worry about it. I took notes of that. Yes? Okay, girls. So see you next week. Have a nice week also. Okay?
Bye.
Bye. See
Thank
you.
you.